Welcome to Mindful School Marketing, your go-to podcast for personal and professional growth.
We're school marketers, business owners, and moms passionate about connecting other school professionals with tools and strategies for success.
We love solving problems, exploring new ideas, and thinking outside the box. Let's transform your school and life starting right now.
This episode is brought to you by Enquiry Tracker. Easily manage all your inquiries, tours, open houses, and applications with a system designed by K-12 education marketing and admissions professionals.
Welcome to Mindful School Marketing. I'm Aubrey Bursch.
And I'm Tara Clays.
We're so excited to share with you in this special episode key takeaways from the Virginia Association of Independent Schools annual conference, where they celebrated their 50th anniversary on November 3rd. This conference was so amazing. It was held at the beautiful location of Benedictine Schools in Richmond, Virginia. And it was just such a pleasure to meet the organizers and all the people and the participants and the speakers.
Yeah, there were about 400 attendees at this conference. This is their biggest conference of the year, and it really focuses on educational concepts, how to create a better environment at your school. It was great takeaways for everyone who was there, mostly educators, heads of school, and we were so delighted to be there and hear the takeaways from this conference.
Yeah, it's been really fun taking the Mindful School Marketing podcast on the road for sure. Now, you might be asking as you listen to this episode, or maybe as you're starting it, like, why is this important? And I would say that anyone who's attended a conference and listened to the key takeaways or attended a session and discovered some strategies that can impact their school, those are things that you can think about as you're listening to these speakers. You can think about, how can I apply this to my school? And another thing, maybe there's an interest that you want to follow up on, maybe a topic you haven't thought of, and maybe you want to connect with a speaker or participant and learn more.
Yeah, so please enjoy these short little snippets that we're going to share with you, and feel free to reach out to VAIS if you'd like to get in touch with anyone who you hear from or any talks that are mentioned.
Hey, good morning. I'm Betsy Johnson, and I am the Executive Director of the Virginia Association of Independent Schools, VAIS. We're so thrilled to be together today. There's 66 member schools here with us today. Anyway, 66 schools, 400 plus participants. We are back in a school. This is our 50th birthday of VAIS, and this conference started small and scrappy on a school campus. And then we grew and grew and grew and moved it to convention centers and hotels. And then with the world of technology, we found that people were getting their learning lots of different ways, and that capacity to be able to hold a very, very large conference just changed over time. And so we decided, what better time to take it back to where it all started than on our 50th birthday, to go back to a school campus. And so this gorgeous Benedictine Schools of Richmond campus brought us here, and the teachers are just so happy to be here, and we are happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Darcy Tavalt, Director of Professional Learning here at VAIS. I'm having a great day at the conference. We just wrapped up the keynote. We started with bagpipes from the Benedictine student band, and then we led into some poetry. And our keynote just got us all excited and reignited about teaching as a practice. Doctors have a practice, attorneys have a practice, and as educators, you have a practice. And so filling that tank and thinking about what we do and the marks that we leave, the thumbprint on each student that we reach, really inspiring and exciting. And to see nearly 400 educators here today attending sessions and getting to know one another, can't wait to see them back at lunch.
Hi, I'm John Matthews. I'm the head of middle school, grades 4 through 6, at the Potomac School in McLean, Virginia, outside DC. It's a pleasure to be at the VIAS annual conference, and just recently I finished my presentation on teaching financial literacy to upper elementary students. For the past 10 years, I've developed a curriculum as the principal, working with larger groups in sort of an assembly setting to teach kids in 4th grade about the cost of living, what income is and how you get it, and the relative privilege of those who are in our school community without banging them over their heads. 5th grade, I teach about credit and debt, and then about savings and how to create it. And then in 6th grade, I teach a lot about investments, not only the stock market, but also things like saving your money in a savings account and certificates of deposit, bonds, and real estate.
Hi, I'm Amanda Verdeen, the IT Director at the Richmond Montessori School, and I'm the speaker here today at the VAIS conference. We'll be talking about assessing threats and building your threat reduction or threat assessment team. And we are specifically speaking on building that team from training to infrastructure specific to the independent schools and making sure that we're working within their budgets and giving them the tools to have a successful threat assessment team built.
Hi, I'm Zach Miner. I'm a lower school teaching associate at Norfolk Academy, and I had the pleasure today to attend the VAIS annual conference today. And one of the breakout sessions that I was able to attend was getting vitamin N, which is vitamin nature. And they kind of explained that as adults, we lose that childlike wonder and that childlike play of getting dirty, getting in the mud, getting in the environment, getting in outdoors, and that in society today we're so technology driven, so technology focused, and there's so much emphasis on getting into the computer or getting onto an iPad that we almost lose that childlike play and interest getting outdoors, and how much of a resurgence learners can have getting back to the basic, and that you can almost get a brand new beginner's mindset that is so unique to children that us adults sometimes lose. And just being reminded of that in the breakout session was I'm super appreciative, and just learning something new, or honestly reminded of something new, is super huge for us.
I'm Heather Moore. I'm the head of School of Strelitz International Academy, and I am also a VAIS board member. A couple things from today's conference so far. I really loved Antonio Viva. He's one of my favorite. I've been fortunate to hear him speak several times now, but every time I hear him, I take something else away from it. Today, I loved how he talked about joy and just bringing joy into your everyday life. So I'm hoping to accomplish that when I go back. I also went to a session about financial literacy for 4th graders through 6th graders. Loved it. Took a lot away from that, and my mind is spinning about how could I go back and provide that for my 4th and 5th graders. I don't have 6th graders. So I'm kind of like trying to calculate that in my mind as we speak, and looking forward to the rest of the day.
Hey, I'm Shantanu, and I'm an educational psychologist. I direct the research program at Chesapeake Bay Academy in Virginia Beach, and I'm here because, well, I measure teaching and learning, and it's just really interesting to understand new practices that teachers are engaging in across our independent schools in the state to do that. So I've been able to learn quite a bit.
I'm Scott Batosh, head of Alexandria Country Day School in Alexandria, Virginia. One of the things that I really appreciate about this conference is the opportunity to see the level of skill and wisdom of our colleagues across the state. One of the things that we try to do at our school is build a real culture of professional growth and professionalism, and this conference gives our teachers a chance to extend their skill and also to use this as a professional development opportunity to come and present, which is a great chance for them to grow professionally and intellectually. So once again, VIS is doing a wonderful job of bringing people together and establishing that collegiality across the state.
Hi, I'm Colleen Savino, and I teach at St. Gertrude High School. I'm an English teacher, and I've just had a really wonderful day today. There's a few sessions that I really enjoyed. There was one that talked about like project-based learning, like creative assessments and how to use those in your classroom. And my classroom is structured like that anyway. So the idea of being able to really delve into that and offer that to my kids, even more opportunities, was really exciting for me. And I just actually got out of a session that was about parenting. And it was really, really eye-opening, and the speaker was just really dynamic and wonderful. So a lot of great, ideas that were presented today.
Hello, I'm Carl Bohm from Help 100 Schools and Everest Private School Growth Group, and I'm here at the VAIS 50th Annual Conference, and the key takeaways for me is really, I'm very inspired by how much problem solving is happening, and to see hundreds of people walking around and really intentionally looking for a session that will help them solve their particular problem that they're working on for their school is just fantastic. So seeing people, for instance, look for a communications plan that will help them specifically with improving their retention, seeing the different strategies that they would employ, bridging enrollment, admissions, and marketing, very fun. And then the inspiration that's coming from the speakers and the keynotes and all of the networking that are happening in the room, it's really fun.
Hi, I'm Rachel VR, and I am a Makerspace teacher for all divisions at Chesapeake Bay Academy. Today we had a little talk about Makerspace with our neurodiverse students, and we showed them how to showcase our classroom curriculum. And today we have learned a lot of different things about Tinkercad, 3D printing, all the new technologies in the classroom that students will enjoy and have fun while learning.
Hi, my name is Dr. Wayne Bays. I'm very happy to be at the VAIS conference today. My wife used to head the organization for 24 years. And I attended two really interesting sessions. One dealt with artificial intelligence, which I sat in on this morning, and the gentleman who did a superb job, and one has to really wonder about how we're going to be teaching in the next several years with the specter of artificial intelligence, so to speak. And then this afternoon I went to a very fine session on how to focus on using skills in teaching history that I thought made me realize in some ways that all those years I taught, I tried to do both skills and content, but maybe I should have done a little more in skills. But anyway, it was a very good day. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lori Ehrlich, founder and chief strategist of Elevate Marketing Strategy.
And I am Miriam Stein from Saddle Rock Strategies.
And Miriam and I just presented on Marketing and Admission, the Dream Team, where we connected and collaborated with about 30, Miriam, would you say?
Yeah.
30 admission directors, marketing directors, heads of school, educational leadership, advancement people, to really hone in on why connection and good leadership with this team is so critical for enrollment of the school. From determining process to honing in on value proposition to conducting audience research, and why all of these things are a recipe for enrollment success.
Basically, admission and marketing is a dream team. We want heads of school to know that, and creating a strong relationship there is the way to strong enrollment. That's the bottom line.
Hey, so I'm Greg Angley, and I'm the head of the Virginia Beach Friends School. I just had an awesome opportunity to facilitate a session on sort of the science of happiness, or teaching happiness to our students. And it kind of was fun to end this way because our keynote speaker talked a little bit about the importance of happiness, and the beginner mindset, I think, is a key in happiness, is that finding that joy every day in some of the things that we do instead of becoming, hedonically adapted to it. But I think the best part of the entire day for me was I put the adults in my crew in my session through an activity that I do with my students, and just stopped and paused. And I actually took a photograph. They were all smiling. So they were doing a little bit of a social interaction thing, which is key to creating happiness. And every adult in the room was interacting with someone, laughs and grins. And when we were done, I just asked them, how does everybody feel? And they authentically were smiling and saying happier. And so it's kind of cool to see the same things that we're working on with students we can work on as a cohort of educators as well, but just a really rewarding opportunity and experience.
Hi, I'm Dr. Judy Jankowski. I'm the head of school at Chesapeake Bay Academy. We are a K-12 school serving kids with learning differences, and mindfulness is an enormous part of our work. We look at children holistically. We need to get them into the mind space to be able to learn. So each day, our students begin with a mindful minute. We have lots of people who have been trained in mindfulness in our organization, as we have a certified mindfulness professional who is our enrollment management person, and she does an amazing job. So looking at the social and emotional aspects of our learners, mindfulness just matches that beautifully. teaching our kids when they get frustrated with learning to stop, feel themselves, take some cleansing breaths so that they can move on. It's so effective and so important to our work.
I am Bob Gregg. I am the head of school at St. Michael's Episcopal School. We are a kindergarten through 8th grade school here in Richmond of just shy of 400 students. I'm here today at the VAIS annual conference at Benedictine Schools of Richmond. Thank you, Benedictine, for hosting all of us. I really enjoyed this morning's program from Antonio Viva. He spoke a lot on the notions of creativity among educators and consistency. He asked us to remember and to thank some of our former educators. And there's something that he said that really stood out to me. And it reads as follows. In the world of an expert, there are only a few options. The expert knows all the answers. But in the world of the beginner, the options are endless. And he asked us to take that perspective back to our classrooms, and that's what I'm going back to my school with.
Wow. I hope you found those key takeaways pretty inspirational and valuable. I know I did. Now, I'd love for you to consider, how can I apply this to my school?
Yes, and if you are hosting a conference or going to a conference and you'd like us to attend and chat with your attendees, we love doing this, and we'd love to come to your conference and hear about what's happening in your region. So please go to mindfulschoolmarketing.com and fill out the contact form, and have a great day. Thanks so much for joining us.
Inquiry Tracker is the all-in-one CRM solution used by over 250 schools. Easily manage all your inquiries, tours, and open houses. Key instant analytics help you manage and grow a robust pipeline. So end spreadsheets forever.
The smart online application system with powerful document upload is a game changer. No school is too small or too big, and their Fast Start program will get you up and running in no time.
Best of all, the system is designed by K-12 education marketing and admissions professionals. Check out Inquiry Tracker at inquirytracker.net. That's inquiry with an E, tracker.net.
Thanks for joining us on the Mindful School Marketing Podcast.
We'd love it if you pop into iTunes and leave a review, 5-star preferred. Let us know how you like the show. It helps us improve what we're doing and helps others find us too.